So that was this fellow singing again, and his band. Which, I mean, you're all, it's not your band, it's all of your band, but you're the only one here. So just clarifying for wording, guys. I love you all equally. Well, except for the two I don't know very well.
Right. Which is understandable.
Right.
And Mario should be a little notch down for you too, because he's just not that good of a person.
I don't know. He says hi to me more than you do.
Well, that's because he needs that reassurance.
Is he's a needy person?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, during the break, we were talking about...
Do I not say hi to you? If I've ever not said hi to you, I'm sorry.
No, you do in person, but he goes out of his way, man. He'll comment on my pop punk stuff on Facebook, pretend like he likes pop punk. No, I know.
He does, actually.
I know. I was giving him crap.
And he's annoyingly fond of pop punk.
Then he would just get along great with me.
Like, he's just really, he loves it. Loves it. He wants to be in a pop punk band, which I think is great. Like, in addition to ours.
Right, yeah, side project.
I think he should. I think that'd actually be really cool.
You know what I think's really cool? Shane Presley.
Yeah.
We said on the break while we were playing that song we were going to talk about Shane.
Segues.
So before we went off on a weird tangent about pop punk and Mario.
The segue Shay. What?
Nice radio voice.
Yeah, right?
But
Live.
yeah. No, yeah, Shane is cool. Well, we were talking about when you did the New Year's year in review rock paper podcast with him, and it was you and Joe and Corey.
Yeah, Corey Smith with a C, because spelling your name with a K when it's Corey is stupid. If you're Corey Smith,
it's kind of girly,
right.
Actually. I think Corey with a K. I think of a girl.
He also, when he doesn't dot his I's, he does a little circle. He does that too. So it's
Walt Disney did that.
Yeah.
I mean, Walt Disney.
But let's face it, Corey Smith's no Walt Disney, right? He's not building theme parks and making children happy.
Well, Walt Disney did a lot of other things besides that.
I'm sure he did, but I don't know.
Wasn't he like
what
a
else
Nazi?
Did he do? Do you know anything else he did?
Yeah, he was like a Nazi or like a communist, or he was something.
He was on
white supremacist.
The Skull and Bones or whatever. Oh, we can't talk about that, can we? Censorship.
Yeah. But Shane. So isn't Shane hosting your thing?
Let me tell you a story about Shane.
I would love to hear a story about Shane.
When I was playing the Ink Spot Block Party for the first time, I guess this was 3 years ago, right? I looked out into the crowd and I saw this giant of a man, and he kind of scared me with his gazes. Not quite as bad as Garrett from Discrepancies, but still pretty bad. But anyway, he approached me afterwards, to which I kind of, swelled up a little, because you don't know. When a man that tall, approaches you, kind of got to be on the ready, take his ankles out or something. You know what I'm saying? So he comes up and talks to me about what he was trying to do, his Rock Paper podcast, and we went and did an episode. Lo and behold, here we are 3 years later. He's over 300 episodes into it. He has been working since day one very, very hard, just to help musicians, just to help not just musicians, but comedians, people that are involved in any way with art that he appreciates and just wants to help in general. So he's kind of building the same thing that we're all trying to do and build as bands. And it's something that, from being friends with him and, him being with me through some of my highs and lows, and me being with him through some of his and talking to him through that, we both kind of discovered that what he's trying to do is pretty much the same thing we are. It's the same kind of work. It's the same kind of, you got to put so much energy into it and then kind of see what the results are. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. And it's keeping your spirits high through that and just trying to keep going, with your brand, with your product, with what you're trying to do. So, not to bore everybody with that, but the basic point of me saying that is that Shane works really, really hard. Rock Paper Podcast is something that, it's cool. It's a cool name. It's a cool thing to listen to every now and then, but it's really something that we as a local community, especially music community, we should embrace it. I know we all do anyway, but we should, listen to it every time you can, because every single play helps him, Right. That's just helping not just him, but everybody else that he supports. If anything helps any band in St. Louis get somewhere and get noticed, in my opinion, that helps all of us.
Right.
We're all trying to do the same thing. which is kind of the basis of We Are United. You know, we're all in it together. We all got to support each other. It's not a competition, no matter what anybody tells you. You know, there's certain circumstances where you have to have your stuff together and you have to take advantage of your opportunities.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that you need to step on other people. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? It's not a competition. So,
Great.
yeah. Sorry to rant about that. I'm going to step off my soapbox now.
No, it's cool. I just I'm trying to. That was is all very very
You're trying to
relevant
segue, aren't you?
and very very true. No, I'm not. I'm not trying to seg. It's all. I'm trying to lighten it. So that kind of worked. I was just gonna tell my favorite Halloween joke from when I was a kid, but fine if you don't want to do that.
No, go for it.
So what
How many
did
years ago was that?
I was like 10 when I so this was probably 95, 96.
You're like 4'2", right? I mean,
11.
You could probably still go trick or treating and get away with it.
I could.
Yeah.
I mean, you could. Well, no, you you could.
I could with. I have a
Female-
son. I have a
female-
son
yeah,
now,
well, yeah.
so I can now.
Are you going to? Are you going to take him out
Heck
this
yeah,
year?
we're going this year. He's going to be
Sweet.
Superman.
Sweet. Nice.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Nice. So the year I told this joke, I went as a mime. I mean, if you know Aaron, this makes sense. That's a me.
Yeah.
That's a me costume.
I
I
can
went
see
as a
that.
mime. And my joke was, so what did Mr. Rogers say when he got hit by a car? This before he passed away, so it was still okay. But
I don't know.
it's a beautiful day on my neighbor's hood.
You know what? That actually kind of made me chuckle.
Right? It's terrible, but it's great.
That's one of those jokes where you really don't want to laugh at all, and it just
See,
happens.
Yeah, I'm a big Fred Rogers fan. He reminds me a lot of my grandpa. Like, and the two memories were connected because I grew up. My grandpa raised me. You know, I was like my dad. Passed away when I was 11, whatever. But I love Fred Rogers. Fred Rogers was just the man. He was. He was
Yeah.
a cool dude. Good heart. So, I got another friend with good heart. You got a friend with good heart?
If you say Corey Smith, I'm going to call you a liar.
No, but same band.
Same band?
Same band.
Oh, who's that?
That would be Miss Lacey.
Oh, yeah.
She goes to school here.
I think she's actually the only one with a heart in that band.
I don't
And
know
Taylor's
how
cool.
she doesn't, like, she has the most beautiful, healthy hair. I don't know how she hasn't ripped it all out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Dealing with Corey.
It's not, but that was Pat. Pat said hi to Corey. But, I mean, it's not just Corey. Like, there's a lot of shenanigans involved with reining in band dudes. When you are a band dude and you're in a band, you know, with a bunch of people, well, cool. But you're contributing. But when you're a band mom or mother hen, as she says it,
Mm-hmm.
she's probably got some stories.
Yeah, she's kind of like, well, every band has kind of a mother hen, though. I mean, honestly.
Yeah. Who is it in your band?
Oh, it's pretty much, I would say it's Jake, the drummer,
Okay.
because he kind of, basically, if I'm being stupid, like, Jake will either tell me or just be quiet, and that's when I know I'm being stupid. You know what I mean? He's kind of my weather vane.
Okay. Your moral compass?
Yeah,
Right.
and you know, he's a really, really smart guy. So, like, if I'm trying to put something together, like, hey, I want to do this, and, like, our light boxes. Have you ever seen our light boxes?
I think so.
Like our ego risers, whatever. Well, anyway, I told Jake, I'm like, hey, man, I have this idea for basically these boxes that light up, you know? And I just basically said that, and it's like 3 weeks later, and this guy welded together and built this thing. It's awesome. So he's just that kind of person. I would say him. But Garrett is the band mom in Discrepancies.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I back that 100%.
I would say I
would say Gary and Odom, from what I can tell.
probably, but I think those guys they kind of all level each other out a little bit. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Because they're all pros as well. They've been around for a while. I've never seen Johnny Axton get real angry, but I've heard that Johnny Axton's
I
pretty
can
well done.
see it, though. Dude, that seems terrifying. I can see it.
And Andrew Van Dyke is definitely conquer as they comes. Well, I mean, I don't want to be out of place. So if it's DJ or somebody else, I'm sorry, but I know that Andrew gets pretty fiery sometimes when he believes in something. It's pretty cool.
Okay. Isn't he a ginger anyway, though?
I don't. You know what? Honestly, I just knew he had dark hair. I never paid attention if it was red or not.
I don't know. I guess my perspective, because I'm always looking up at everybody. And he has that beard, so I really see the beard. Like that's face level for me almost.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
His beard's pretty
is.
pretty impressive.
It's
He's got strong beard powers.
yeah. So, But Lacey doesn't have a beard, and we're gonna play some music so that we can
Yeah,
so that we
sorry.
can fit in your other acoustic track and the other show that we wanted to plug. We want to get it all in, and we're gonna go long today, and that's fine. Don't be sorry.
Well,
But
I'm not sorry.
No, never be sorry unless you have a reason to.
Unless you're Corey Smith, you should apologize every day for being Corey Smith.
Constantly wake up and apologize.
So this is Apollo's Daughter and their song Kurt Russell's Muscles.
Hallelujah.